is the spot, Raymond James Stadium. With the echoes of cannon blast still ringing in our ears from the north end zone, the Bucs were introduced a moment ago, and they are all set as their guys will do battle with the Baltimore Ravens.
Bradley Pinion to kick off for Tampa Bay.
Here's the punter, Bradley Pinion, on to get us started. And off we go from Tampa. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. A number 8, Lamar Jackson, trotting onto the field at quarterback, ready to lead this Ravens offense.
And to me, he's one of the 2 most difficult guys in the league to game plan for in the NFL, and I add Patrick Mahomes in that category. But just about every team we talk to getting ready for Lamar Jackson says the exact same thing. We've got to slow him down running the football, yet no one's been able to really do it consistently. Now, the most impressive thing about his game to me, how he's developed as both a passer and a leader. His team believes in him.
Jackson on the give to Dobbins. And he'll be taken down here at about the 23-yard line.
Ball carrier.
Well, this game so interesting for many reasons, but here's another. The Ravens last year, number 1 in the NFL in terms of rushing yardage. The Buccaneers, number 1 in terms of passing yardage. So a real complementary set of styles to watch for in this one. And he will be very close to a first down, but I see the closed fist of the referee, and that means 4th down. And in their own territory, needing only a few inches, they're going to line up to go for this thing on 4th down. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. Nothing open downfield. He keeps it himself for 11 and a first down.
Containing him is becoming a big problem. We've already seen this once earlier in this drive.
Yeah, and so now 2 times this has happened. Do you adjust something?
Yeah, I think you do. I think you got to start thinking about your rush lanes. Try not to either get too wide or too narrow. Make sure someone is there waiting for him to take off.
Jackson's going to look to run it, and he'll lose yardage here, back at the 41. That's going to go as a loss of 6, and it'll set him back for 2nd down.
At the 41-yard line.
And now Jackson will look to throw it, rolling to his right. Catch is made by Marquise Brown. And he'll be taken down at the 44-yard line. Could be 4-down territory even if they don't get this, but they need just a few inches here on 3rd. And the former Heisman winner, this is Mark Ingram. And he won't be close to a first down as he runs into a wall right around the line of scrimmage. They'll be marked inches short, no gain on the play, and that's going to lead him to 4th down. Oh, and I think he went backward. He did. Mark Ingram unable to get past the marker. And this crowd loves it as their guys hold on the opening drive. So out come the Bucs now for their first drive. They will be led out by perhaps the best ever at 43 years of age now. It's the great Tom Brady. And across midfield he goes into Raven territory. 7 yards on the pickup there, and it'll leave him with a 2nd and 3. Well, you often say that sort of opens the playbook now, 2nd and short. What do you think, early shot here?
I like where you're going. Obviously, we've been together for a while because you know me. I want to take that shot early and loosen things up.
And he's going to be down close to a first down at the Ravens 41. It's a 7-yard gain there, and it's good enough to move the chains.
And at the 41-yard line.
Now a first down carry by Jones. And little room to maneuver there. He gets it down to about the 39. Malik Harrison on the tackle.
1-yard gain. Brings up 2nd and 9.
Now he'll throw with Brady. And he goes down. The Ravens able to get to him. Like a freight train off the edge, Calais Campbell with a sack. Great job defensively. I think he was trying to go through his progressions, find someone to get rid of the football. Before he knew it, he was on his back.
So that just brings us right back to what you said in the beginning. A great job defensively. Nowhere to go with the football. That led to the sack.
The sack backs him up, 3rd and long. Tough challenge for Brady and the Bucs. Now, meanwhile, the throw by Brady knocked away, incomplete.
Coverage was awfully tight there on 3rd down. They actually closed off all the passing lanes, forcing the incompletion and bringing up 4th down.
He steps into this one, and this is a rocket. And it's out of bounds. Now we'll see what the side judge says.
First and 10.
He says out at the 8-yard line.
Let's go old school there. That's absolutely a great coffin corner punt. Someone's put some time in working on that, hasn't it?
Seems like every year these guys get better and better. It's amazing how they can command that football through the air.
Yeah, they used to actually practice with hula hoops where they place them and try and put them there. Now a lot of guys use barrels on the sidelines to try and put the football in one.
And a productive gain out to the 14 after starting at the 7. It's a gain of 7.
Brings up
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he could get a good head of steam going.
ball carrier.
A quick burst there, and he nicely bit off a pretty decent gain.
It's a gain of 6. First down, Baltimore.
Now Jackson on first down. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's second down.
He did a fine job there of not hitting him before the ball arrived, and I've got to tell you, you can often mistime that play because of the angles of approach. When you're going to get him, sometimes you panic as well and think, I've got to be there right now. Instead, in this case, timed it perfectly and knocked it free. That was well played there defensively. 2 tight ends in the formation, which essentially gave them 7 blockers up front. Hard to imagine with all that size and beef that they could let a tackler through, but that's exactly what happened. A loss resulted.
Well, this is going to depend on the spot, but it's not a very generous one. He looks to be about a yard or so short.
But it brings up.
They'll indeed go for it with Jackson. He's going to have his running back. It's complete. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. A big roll of the dice on 4th and 1, but it pays off. They convert. Sliding out of the pocket. He'll run it. And he'll be taken down as that will take us to the end of the first quarter of play. We're scoreless after 1. So from Buccaneer territory now, it's 1st and 10, right at the 40. From the gun, it's Jackson. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's second down.
That's a tough spot for a running back coming out of the backfield because you know he's got to look for the football. Knowing full well, he's got a man coming his way, full steam, and he broke that one up.
Now he's going to swing this one out to his running back. Oh, he's got some breathing room. He's going to go out of bounds, but he takes this one down just shy of the 20. 19 yards to pick up there. Move the chains.
They ran that one well, and not only did they pick up a nice chunk of yardage on the screen, they sent a message to the defense. Rush the passer all you want, but you better be careful. We can hit you going back the other direction.
And he's going to be taken down here. A sack back at the 32. Devin White charging hard from that linebacker spot, and he drops him for a loss of 11. They've been moving the ball well offensively, really getting into a groove. Last play, pass completion. Now, finally, the defense gets there. And you have to find a way to disrupt their rhythm. Do you do it with coverage, or do you do it with pressure? They elected to go with pressure, and it was the right call. That's a good bounce-back play right there after taking a sack on first down. Didn't quite get it to the marker, but now they're in a much better spot for a 3rd and short yardage call. If you're the offensive coordinator, you like looking at that section a heck of a lot better than trying to figure out 3rd and long. Oh, you saw that one coming. It's intercepted, thrown back across his body. Antoine Winfield Jr. picks it, and he'll be brought down at his own 10-yard line. No doubt a very disappointing end to what was a pretty strong opening drive. They had 3 points in their back pocket. It was there for them. If you don't like what you see, just throw it away. Make sure you get those points on the board. Don't get too greedy. He forced it there. You saw the end result. And he is out of bounds right around the 34. Good yardage as he rumbles for 24 and a first. I know that play went to the left side, and that's what it was designed to do, an outside handoff there. But how about the whole offensive line being involved? Seal the left side where the play was going, what they call play side. But how about on the back side? Just taking care of business to make sure no one can get there and disrupt it. Is the biggest key the left tackle? Without a doubt. Control that edge
get out there. You want that left tackle, if you bring your tight end over there. Either way, control the edge of the line of scrimmage, you got a chance to rumble.
Now Brady on the bootleg. Airing this one out for Evans. They got his man complete. And they'll get this well past midfield before being stopped just before the 35. Give them 32 on the play. Not really any offense for them to speak of here in this first half. Maybe that's what they needed, that big play.
Yeah, and it seems that maybe everything changes right there. They've been a little slow out of the gate. We've seen that. But that one big play, that could spark a big burst right here.
He's checking.
On first down, it's Jones.
Ronald Jones.
Marlon Humphrey with the tackle defensively. Following the pickup of 4, here's 2nd and 6. Brady gives this one off to Jones. And he's dropped just before the line to gain. 4-yard pickup leaves him with 3rd and 1.
The ball carrier.
Back-to-back 4-yard runs. Now look, if they just do that all the way downfield, ball ends up in the end zone, but that's a little difficult to do.
Yeah, I think now 3rd and 2, that defense ready to stiffen up and stop that run. They'll try and run for it with Jones. Yeah, boy, he is very close to a first down, but from where they're spotting that football, he's going to be a foot or so short. They'll go with Jones. And he will have the first down across the 20 to the 19-yard line. They're able to keep the drive alive, 7 yards that time, and the decision to go for it proves to be a good one. The 4th down run successful. Now they look to pay it off on first down. On the draw, this is Fournette. And he'll take this down for about 4 yards down to the 15.
Well, that call makes sense because they've been throwing it well on this drive, and once again they show passing formation, showing the shotgun. Then they ran out of it. That's a nice play by them defensively, though, to hold it to a short gain.
The run got 4. Now they deal with a 2nd and 6. To throw, it's Brady. He'll be hit and taken down at the 21. Calais Campbell, his 2nd sack of the night.
Brought down back at the 21-yard line.
So Brady and the Bucs need to work a little magic. 3rd and long after that last sack. Shotgun now for Brady. Hard throw, incomplete. Problems on 3rd down so far in this first half. Relatively small sample size, but they're now 0 for 3.
And the average in the league, somewhere around 40% on 3rd down for offenses. So what's the answer to this? Either convert them or don't get to 3rd down in the first place. Get your big chunks of yards on 1st and 2nd down.
Is good. Makes the score Buccaneers 3, Ravens nothing.
So the field goal there caps what winds up to be an 11-play drive.
Well, Parker, that's a lot of offense to run there to only get 3 points. I just wonder, are they going to recycle those plays because they were successful in getting 3? Or do you go to another section of the playbook trying to find ones that get you into the end zone, get you 6?
The punter Pinion now to kick this one away. Takes it at the 7. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here right at the 30-yard line.
At their own 30.
Lamar Jackson marching back onto the field. His feet. The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. And they had a nice little drive going last time. Threw the interception in the red zone. Costly.
Bad enough to throw it anywhere, but that drives coaches insane when they're thinking about, hey, we got a shot at points already. We're already in a spot where you're thinking you got 3 on the board for sure, and to come away with nothing, that's a really tough one for them to swallow.
Yeah, will they make up for it? Again on 2nd and 10, it's Jackson. He gets this underneath to Dobbins. And he's brought down at the 34. Call it a gain of 4. 4 yards the gain, and it'll bring up a third down.
Third down.
Jackson from the shotgun. He'll find Dobbins out of the backfield. And he will have a Ravens first down as they're able to get the third down conversion.
Partner, you know when we call a game, we talk about Lamar Jackson and his speed and his elusiveness and the ability to get him on the ground, how tough that is for a defense. But how about his development as a thrower, as a professional?
Flush to his right. He's going to take off with it. The ball comes out.
Jackson on the keeper. Fumble on the play.
Much like a running back going through the line, quarterbacks have to be aware of protecting the football as well. He left it exposed that time, wound up having it knocked free, but fortunately had an alert teammate who was able to get it.
This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. They set up the screen for Dobbins. And he gets this down inside the 35 before going out of bounds. A first down screen pass, good for 5.
For a second there, I thought that might break big. Screen pass, looked like it was coming together, looked like there was an opening. Still, ended up with a solid game.
Steps away. And he gets it down a yard or two shy of the 30 before he's out of bounds. He'll wind up with positive yardage. It's a gain of 3, but now it's third down. Third and 2. Here's Jackson. He'll buy some time right. And that's going to be incomplete. 12 seconds left. From here, this would have been a 48-yarder, but no, they're going to go for it. From the gun, Jackson eluding the pressure right. He can run. Jackson hit, and he lost the football. And it's picked up by the Buccaneers. And I think he's going to go. They're not going to get him. 20, 10, and he brings it back. Can you believe it? An offensive disaster on the final play of the first half.
They just had to hold on to the ball.
Second time he's lost a fumble. This one hurts more. It's returned for 6.
He's been under a lot of duress, hasn't he? Pressured, hurried, harassed the whole game.
Well, the offensive line not giving him a lot of help.
Not a lot of help, but the bottom line, he's got to take care of the football.
It's up and good, and that'll increase their lead to 10-0. So we've hit halftime. And now, due to apparent time constraints, we fast forward to the beginning of the second half.
Justin Tucker to kick off for Baltimore.
The Bucs with a lead, and they'll get the football first as the second half is underway. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. Out come the Buccaneers. They'll have it first to start in the third quarter. They built a good first half lead. Now they have a chance to add on to it.
And what I'm thinking is that the offensive staff spend the entire halftime just working with them on, here's what we think they're going to do to attack us in the second half. Nice first half that we've had, guys, but be prepared for some change-ups. We're going to see them when we kick it off in the second half.
See how they handle any adjustments that might be made defensively. And they work this well upfield across the 45. Fresh out of the locker room, they hit him with a gain of over 20.
The 47-yard line.
Brady going to fake the give to Jones and set up to throw. Flushed out right. Airing this one out for Evans. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up second down.
Well, they certainly did a nice job improvising there, extending the play, hoping someone would come open downfield, but they never did.
Brady's incompletion on first down leads to a 2nd and 10. Throwing again. Brady. And the Raven pressure too much. Down he goes. Calais Calais Campbell in there to get him yet again. That is his third sack tonight. They can't figure him out.
They need to stop to get back into this game, and here's one right to start the third quarter.
Yeah, anytime you go to the lockers with that 2-3 score deficit, you're right. You need that stop, get the football back, and they've done just that.
Series to series, play to play.
And he's going to go down again. Calais Campbell make that now 4 sacks for him in tonight's ball game.
We've watched this a long time, and I still don't believe we get it. Third and long, why are you calling play action?
Because they're not going to bite defensively, right?
No, not at all. I did have a coach explain to me years ago that for some teams, that's how they have to deal with pass protection and their line blocking. But to me, it seems silly.
Yeah, well, they're silly, and it leads to a play action sack. It'll be a net of 39, 41-yard punt, 2 on the return. And the Ravens, they'll take over. The Ravens offense getting ready now for their first possession of the second half. We have not seen much on offense from either side. These last few drives, it has been a struggle, hasn't it?
Totally, and you're thinking to yourself right now, if you're on offense trying to get things figured out, okay, we self-scout every week in our game plan. How many things do we do at certain times? What are our tendencies? Time to go to some of those tendency breakers and try and create some offense.
They always have those in their back pocket, don't they?
You have to, and if you don't keep abreast of what you're doing, you lock into a rhythm and make it easy for the opposition.
Looking for tendency breakers right now. And he'll be brought down right around the 37. They'll get 3 as the drive continues. It's a first down.
So many teams want to throw the ball in this situation nowadays, but I love watching a team that has enough confidence to go ahead and run the football. In that situation, that's almost a tendency breaker.
Jackson throwing on target to Brown. And he'll have it past midfield almost to the 40 before being taken down. A good pickup there, 21 yards. Still in search of their first touchdown of the game, but they're on the move. 1st and 10. Here's Jackson. They'll roll him out right. And he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes. William Golston able to get him for a loss of about 3. Well, they go play fake. The problem is nobody was faked out.
And when no one's faked out, what's the end result? Quarterback gets hit.
So after the sack, they'll come up on a still manageable 2nd and 13. Another try after the first down sack. Jackson, and that is incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's 3rd down. This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. Operating from the gun, Jackson. He may try and run for this. And he is out of bounds inside the 35. Able to pick up a dozen yards there on the scramble, but not enough. 4th down.
Man, defensively, that hurts. They got him out of his rhythm. They had him hemmed in, but somehow he was able to tuck it away and get away for a gain.
Still just the 3rd quarter, but they've got to make something happen. I think they know that. They're going for it on 4th. Now they go for it on 4th down, but that pass is knocked away and incomplete. The Ravens go for it, but come up empty. And the Buccaneers defense holds, and they get the football back. The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. They've got the lead. Last time had to punt it, though. What's the key to this drive?
I think it's leverage. The big guys up front. You know the motivational speech on the sideline is, guys, give us an opportunity. Protect the passer, create space for our runners, and let's go ahead and get these guys. Low man wins. Let's go do it on this drive.
We'll watch that leverage on this drive. The throw there by Brady, intended for Gronkowski, but incomplete. Gronkowski, the intended target, and it's 3rd down.
Normally being a big-bodied receiver plays to their advantage downfield. Go up and make the catch, take the hit, and pick up yardage. But in this case, the hit was timed really well and popped it free from his grasp.
After an incomplete pass on 2nd down, that'll leave him trying to convert on 3rd and 9. He's got Evans. Mike Evans, he's going to go. Touchdown, Tampa Bay. Mike Evans, 66 yards as the Buccaneers tack on to their lead.
I think if you pulled defensive backs, they would say the corner route, take that out, make it illegal, because that is so hard to recognize and so hard to adjust, because your first move is to not get beat in the middle of the field. And that's how they move you first before they break off to the corner.
But then as the wide receiver, great job. It's tough to turn those upfield and go, but he did a great job with it there.
Really good balance, really good body control, and how about the end result? A touchdown.
And a nice return sets him up pretty good here right at the 30-yard line.
Over 1st and 10 at their own 30-yard line.
The Ravens offense now, they get set and head back onto the field. And last time this unit was out here, costly turnover, and then that turned into 6 points. They've got to make amends.
And how many times have we sat in meetings with coaches and they use the term complementary football? Offense take care of the defense, defense take care of the offense. That didn't happen on the last possession. This is a chance for them to pick themselves back up and help their team.
Yeah, we'll see if they can recoup and recover.
Watch out, watch out, watch out, watch out. Watch my boy, watch my boy, watch my boy. Man, that's trash, that's trash. Hey, look.
Delayed game, offense.
Come on now.
So that'll back him up 5.
Still second down.
Off the play fake to Dobbins. Here's Jackson. Now the pressure comes and he goes down. Just inside the 10, back at the 9. That's Shaq Barrett, last year's sack leader, gets in there to register another one.
So one quick, easy analysis about why they've struggled so far. They keep putting themselves in 3rd and long situations. They just took another sack right there.
And the offensive film session tomorrow may be a little longer than it normally is.
Not a lot of positive grades will be handed out thus far.
And he'll get it up here this time to the 21.
Jackson.
They get 12 yards back, but it still leads to a 4th and long. Instead of throwing it downfield, Charles, they just tried to dump it underneath there. You like the call?
I do. I think it's a high percentage play because you get the completion, and what you're counting on is your back to use his legs and his elusiveness to make people miss and pick up the first down. In this case, it didn't happen.
And this will be up to the ruling of the side judge here. He says it crossed out of bounds at the 16-yard line.
16-yard line.
And Tampa Bay trots out there now. And now you've got the clock winding down here in the 3rd quarter. You're 3 scores to the good. What's your approach on this drive?
Too early to fully commit to playing the clock game. Yet at the same time, you're also not going pell-mell like you would in 2-minute offense. This is what NFL offenses call 4-minute football. Take the clock out of the game a little bit, wind it down, but at the same time, keep advancing the ball down the field.
And mark him down way up close to the 40 at the 39. 23 yards on the pickup there and a first. And they'll keep on the ground with Jones. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. Called a gain of 13 yards on the play. And it'll give him a fresh set of downs. Back now in Tampa. So in Raven territory now. Here's a 1st and 10 at the 48-yard line. And he's corralled, but not before getting it inside the 35. 15 more there, and they're on a roll. It's another first down.
1st and 10 at the 34-yard line.
Here's Brady to throw. That's complete to Leclerc, the tight end. And he's brought down, but not before he reaches the 8-yard line. Back-to-back receptions for him, and it's another first down. Still throwing the football here, even with the big lead.
Yeah, I know you and I came up in a different era, and we think about sportsmanship and all that. Other people think about fantasy points and getting their numbers. That's all they care about right now.
They'll get this halfway home from the 8 to the 4 on a gain of 4. It'll be a pickup of 4, and it brings up 2nd and goal. 2nd down and goal. Brady. And he hauls it in for the Buccaneer touchdown. Tom Brady hooking up with Mike Evans there. And the Buccaneers here finding a way to stretch their lead. They were still and now they're going to fake it. Nowhere to go here. He lost the football. And his guys will take over at the 25-yard line.
Bradley Pinion to kick off for Tampa Bay.
Now Pinion with the kickoff honors following the touchdown. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line.
Their own 25-yard line.
And now Baltimore gets set to take the field. And let's face it, this drive is not going to have any bearing on this game, but it's kind of important for one reason, isn't it?
It certainly is. You got to get points. And okay, all right, I'm being facetious here, but you get points, you feel a little bit better about yourself as you move on to the next one.
This pass into the arms of Snead. And from the 25, they work this to the 29, a gain of 4. They'll contain him to just 4. Second down. Decent start to the drive, but let's face it, they need a lot of things to go right in a short amount of time, down 3 scores.
Yeah, they're going to run their 2-minute offense here in this game, but this is for future games. Can they get better and be ready for the next time, hopefully with a chance to win?
Toward the center of the field, but it's incomplete. It was the linebacker, Devin White, there to knock it away. The Ravens on third down. Just one conversion in 8 tries. Not good. This will be 3rd and 6. And that'll be complete to Dobbins. And they nearly get this all the way to midfield. Mark him down at the 49. Great way to convert on third down there. 21 yards the play.
First down.
To throw again is Jackson. He uncorks it for Snead. And it's intercepted. Carlton Davis picks it. And it's a good return here as he'll get all the way up close to the 35.
Well, this defensive pressure has been constant all game long. The pass rush, the coverage, they've all been excellent, and now they'll tack on an interception here as this one continues to slip just further and further out of hand.
So after the INT, it's Brady. Airing this one out for Evans. And that's caught inside the 35. And he's going to get this down to the 35-yard line. A gain of 32 that time.
No let up in this passing game. They've been a well-oiled machine throughout. And I actually saw a few guys on the sidelines at the end of the third quarter doing the old hold up 4 fingers college sign, meaning the fourth quarter is ours. And they certainly weren't kidding. Normally you think the tight end's going to be able to catch the football and handle that contact, but in this case, maybe a little too much target to hit. That one was timed well, incomplete.
Brady will try again on second down. And looking again for Gronkowski. He's got him this time. And he's going to be taken down with the first down at the Ravens' 17-yard line. He goes for 18 there as the drive will continue. But the Brady-Gronk connection, certainly something to watch here with the Bucs in 2020. Of Tom Brady's 541 touchdown passes coming into 2020, Gronk's 78 were the most of any receiver. At carries like that, that's how they're going to continue to salt this thing away here, Charles, in the fourth quarter.
Yeah, how about that? A new set of downs. Clock continues to move. No better way to close out a game than...
Under pressure, down he goes. Sacked at the 10. Pernell McPhee, always a threat to find the QB, and he gets to him there.
Second and goal.
On second down, it's Jones. And here he'll get it down to the 7. It'll be a gain of 4, but it'll bring us now to a 3rd and goal. Brady going to throw. And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked off inside the 10. He's at the 50, the 40, the 20, 10. And he will bring this back. It's a pick 6 and a Raven touchdown.
Make a play ball, baby.
This game's still fairly well in hand, but I think now you go conservative, don't you? Go into your shell and just run the football?
I think you have to, but you also have to tell your backs, make sure you're really protecting the football because you're going to run into a stacked defensive front, which is why they were throwing the football before, trying to make sure they just get their backs, really beat up in that situation. Now, good luck to them. I know they didn't tack on the 2 points, but I liked their attempt. After the interception return for a touchdown, I was thinking to myself, forget kicking it, go for 2, and they did.
Well, yeah, and everybody's scrambling. Maybe you catch the defense on their heels. They weren't ready to be out there.
Yeah, it's almost like a sudden change, right? There's a turnover, you take it away, they stuck it in the end zone, keep the momentum going. Give credit to the defensive guys for rallying and stopping that 2-point attempt.
Now the Buccaneer offense gets set to take over. And after the interception, they are sitting in an even better spot with the ball and a comfortable fourth quarter lead. This one caught by Cameron Brate. And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8. 2nd and 2.
8 yards on the pickup. Brings up 2nd and 2.
To throw again on 2nd down. Brady letting one go deep. And that's caught inside the 35. Now he's going to get this all the way down inside the 35. So it's Buccaneer football as we welcome you back. Not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up 1st and 10. And Brate, the tight end's got it. And he's brought down, but not before he reaches the 8-yard line. That's now a pair of explosive plays in succession, both north of 20 yards.
These guys are running offense like you drive. The pedal is down, stomp down. How about that? Back-to-back completions. They are rolling.
So much for being conservative and running that football. So 3 plays, already 1st and goal, and they are wasting little time. Now Jones. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. It'll be a loss of a yard, and that'll bring up a 2nd and goal. They'll try again with Jones. And from the 9, they get this to the 5-yard line. Give him right around 4 on the carry. We'll see if they want to keep pounding here on 3rd and goal. 2 straight shots on the ground, now on... And oh, it'll be intercepted. Good positioning, and it's picked off. And not much on the return there. He'll take it only up to the 9-yard line.
They'll take over.
Well, they're not making it easy on themselves here down the stretch. 2 picks now in the 4th quarter, trying to hang on to that lead.
Talk about keeping someone in the game. Instead of being able to shut the door, it's still cracked open because they can come back on you now. Boy, people are really happy about those picks. Any fantasy team that has this defense.
A nifty bit of scrambling there. 12 yards, 1st down. From the gun, Jackson. And he can't find anywhere to go with it, and he goes down. Now the Bucs going to use the first of their timeouts. It's just their first. They've got 2 more to use here in the final stages. Pass protection has been a problem all night long as they come up facing 2nd and a bundle. He turned that into a nice gain, gets him 8 yards closer for 3rd down. One last shot for Jackson, escaping the pressure right. He can run for it, and he will. And he's going to be taken down here, still a couple yards short of the 1st. So fire the cannons. It's a victory here for Tampa Bay. And I think the game balls need to be distributed.